That right there is the best intro I've ever seen in any game. Right there. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Dynasty Warriors 5 starts out with some hype, y'all. It really does. So, hey everybody, this is Rob Shack. Hope y'all are having a great day. I have been doing a subscriber poll the last couple days, and this is one of my videos for that series. I am going to be doing a series where you decide what my next thing I'm going to do in my game is. As you can tell, I've been going through a lot of things, random games, Dynasty Warriors 5, 4, 3, and other things will be coming out the next couple days. This option, I don't even know what option it is. I'll name it. But yeah, this game is incredible, y'all. It really is. Um, this is the best. I think this is the best game in terms of story. Um, so if y'all are interested, please comment and subscribe and share and like and all that stuff. And let me know if you want to see this game over Extreme Legends, over Empires, or over anything else. Dynasty Warriors 5 really kind of refines the PS2 era. It's the best one that they sent. It's just the best one on the PS2 in my opinion, just because they fixed and improved on everything that was amazing in 3 and 4 and started with 2. So I will just go through this game if y'all want. I'll start with Zhao because I feel like you have to with that incredible opening. This is the best game for story on the PS2 for sure because you literally get to hear dialogue for the characters. I won't talk at this point once the character starts talking.
My name is Zhao. I am searching for a lord worthy of my loyalty, so that I may help in this land of Ji. I joined Yuan Shao's army, so that I fight only for those who value truth. But is Yuan Shao really a master word?
All right.
So, you are Zhao Yun. I am Yuan Shao, head of the famous Yuan family. We are going to subdue the heretic Zhang Zhao and those who follow him. He has caused too much trouble in our beloved land of Ji. We have no need for strategy. My glorious army will face them head-on and destroy them in a direct attack. You too must fight bravely.
Alrighty, so this game is so good, y'all. The fact that they literally start the game out with so much customized dialogue and it's just it's so good, y'all. So we might as well use Leo Ran. These games, this Dynasty Warriors 5 is so good because it really brings in the strategy element of Dynasty Warriors 4 that they began in 4. Everything about Dynasty Warriors 5 is just refined from 4 and really from 3. The fact that the overview is like so much more in depth. I mean, look at this. Like, it's giving you strategy, like go take the altar. This altar is the key to battle. There's enemy troops, allied troops everywhere. I don't have any stuff. And I assume they assume that most people start as Zhao Yun, so yeah. But yeah, at some point I will totally review this whole game, but I like to play through the game on the channel first, just to like kind of show people, hey, I know what I'm talking about because there's videos on it right there. So I will eventually do that, but for now I'm just like, I'll just give like some brief thoughts of this game. It's just so good. I mean, Dynasty Warriors 5 fixes so much stuff from the earlier games. Couple of weird things though about this game. There is a little bit of like, it feels like there's just no I mean, there really are not really collisions. Characters just kind of run around, like run and phase through people. It doesn't really, it doesn't flow. Like, I always commented about this in earlier videos on my channel, but like Dynasty Warriors 3 to me has the best like satisfaction in using attacks. Dynasty Warriors 4 is still really good. It still feels really powerful. But 5 is where it starts to get to the place where you're, as I've said before, 5 starts to get to the place where the game is really easy. The game just gets so much simpler in 5. But it still just nails that core, just Dynasty Warriors and its prime feeling. You know, where you're strong, you're not impossibly, you're not so overpowered that it's just like not even fun. But you're like, you start to feel a little bit more like an intense warrior, like your warrior matters. And I think that's just, after 5, it felt like the units around the map were just a waste of time and didn't really have anything to do with the map. They were just peons that you would just slaughter to get Muso attacks and clear out everything, and that was it. And I didn't like the way that they made the games by the end, because they definitely got so easy. But this game was the last one that, to me, still just nails that. What made Dynasty Warriors games incredible and famous is probably best personified and symbolized in a game like Dynasty Warriors 5. Like, you still have your 4-hit combos, you still are getting new weapons, you still find stuff, you still progress through the game. There's like multiple facets. This is before they started trying to do clone weapons, clone warriors. I guess that's what you should call the later games in the series. I hope someone has actually made that joke. Zhao Yun is doing, or Zhang Jiao was going to do his magic. I might as well just let him have it. Let him have it, because why not? Okay, he's creating wind. My controller is heavily vibrating here. Okay, there we go.
Cut down the magic at its source.
But see, like, in this game, this is the best game personified of, like, what Dynasty Warriors games used to be, which is just great combat, simple, but not too easy. No clone weapons, none of that garbage. This was before. This was back when it was still, even though, yes, they were really using a lot of the same assets over and over and over again, it still worked. You know, like, they were modifying the gameplay enough that, like, when you play 4, you play 3, and you play 5 and 2, they're just so different. There's like stuff going on between the games, and it feels progressive. Like, the games evolve and get better. This is before the era of games just being garbage and so easy, and you know, it really just started with 6, and unfortunately, even though 6 gets a lot of rap for being just the worst game ever, easily that goes to 9, but 6 was the start of, like, just this fumbling that Koei just continuously did, and they still kind of are in that boat. They haven't really fixed it, honestly. And it's pretty bad. It's weird. It's weird that they have been missing the mark so much in recent years, but you know, people come back and play these old games and go, yeah, like, the magic is still there. I don't think it's not there, but it does just feel like something happened. And I know that it went from being Koei, and then somebody got bought or something, and the name changed. It went from being Koei to something. I don't remember. It changed. And I don't know how. But we're just going to keep on moving up. We're just going to kind of, like, play through this first round like, I'm going to try to recreate 05 as best as possible. Like, just coming into this game as leaving Dynasty Warriors 4, you know, you wouldn't just go think you should go run over there and just immediately try to single-handedly fight the entire army. Yet you have no items, you're on your base weapon. You wouldn't just go running in there and be like, I got it, so I'm gonna go with my army. We're gonna just 05 it. We're gonna go right in there. And if the magic stuff happens, it's fine. I don't think it's gonna be the end of the world. I don't remember what the magic attack is that Zhang, the other Zhang does, but I don't think it's anything like super intense. Like, no, there was like one of the Yellow Turban Rebellion maps. It's like Sun Jian's like general gets hypnotized. Like, okay, I don't think that's gonna happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen. But in the meantime, we're just gonna still keep moving up. And see, I love that there's the, like, oh, the instructions, you know, what Yuan Shao saying things about supply bases, like, that stuff doesn't happen later in the game, but every character's first level, somebody comments on all the bases, which is pretty cool. That was the new feature in this game, and it really helps kind of divide the battlefield up a little bit, but not make it too, like, Dynasty Warriors 4 Empires-y. It's still very good, you know. Alright, so they increase the strength of the tornado. Who cares? This is also the last game, I think, that had, like, a really clear morale system. The later games, like, they don't even try to do anything like this. Which, again, is just... The later games, they just are confusing the way they do what they do. But in this game, it's very... it still's got that core morale situation going on, and I love it. I also don't really care about Yuan Shao's forces. Is that bad? Probably. But I don't care because it's not my... I know Zhao Yun doesn't end up here, so I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's not the end of the world if generals on your side get destroyed. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to work on this supply gate, or supply captain. We'll just go combo city here. Just hit them a bunch. Hopefully our generals out there do whatever they're doing. The units were really, really beefy. Okay, so we're moving through. We'll probably get there, hopefully, in time. Maybe we'll, like, let the magic happen, and then from there, see what happens. The general here, let's see who this is. Who is this that's standing here? Oh, it's Zhang Bao. Well, let's go ahead and take him out. Take out one of the brothers here. I figured that would help. What's so funny is that the tornadoes are literally not even doing anything. Like, their side doesn't even care about that. Because the tornadoes are in a place where, like, none of our units are. So I'm not really sure what they even care about with that. I think I'll just go ahead and start to move close so that maybe right when he does the tornado attack, we don't just lose everything immediately. Yang's got a terrible morale of 1, which is very bad. In the meantime, we'll just keep moving on up. But yeah, like, I mean, this game just perfected the art of how these games were supposed to look. It's just great, you know? Ooh, yeah, here's this. So we're gonna let them both surround me. Then we're gonna do our amazing Muso here. Obliterate everything. Absolutely everything. The Muso Rage was amazing. What an amazing thing. Ooh, a valuable item has been discovered.
If we attack from here, the plot of the Yellow Turbans will surely crumble. Zhao Yun of Changshan has taken over the enemy fortress.
Here we go.
My elite forces have dispelled their wizardry. All units, close in!
It's about time I faced a worthy opponent.
Another has fallen to my spear.
What's so funny is Yuan Shao credits that to his forces, but it was totally me. I literally did that by myself. I went in there, got myself a Muso Rage token, and then just Muso'd the crap out of everything. So it wasn't them, it was me. It was all me. And my little Liu Ren dude kind of secured a stronghold by himself, which was pretty awesome. So I'm proud of him. But let's make sure we get this random valuable item. The valuable item on the first level is kind of interesting. I'm wondering why did I get a valuable item? I like totally didn't play that level right. Like, you're supposed to obviously not lose the entire attack force from the left side of the map like they're supposed to live. So we didn't do a good job, so I'm not sure. I mean, maybe I'll recognize this item. It might be one of the ones that's just like super easy, like, oh, your bodyguards are stronger, or like can shoot fire arrows or something like that. But kind of surprised that they even did that. Also, what's so funny is like, okay, so our generals are moving. That's good. My little flanking force kind of didn't look like they were moving for a second there. So I think if I like didn't do anything at this point, our side would maybe still win on the left side, but I'm not going to risk that. So I'm going to come running over here and I'll basically become this force and then just push up this side of the map and we'll just kind of win it from here. But in the meantime, thank you all for watching. I hope y'all made it this far. Dynasty Warriors 5 is great. We'll get all the good items. We'll get it all going if y'all are interested in this. I still hope that people will want to see this mode because it feels like with the Dynasty Warriors 3 and 4, like, I played through the game with Dynasty Warriors 2 because there's just not a lot of characters in that game, but it feels like with 3 and 4, it's just a lot of the same stuff. You're just doing a lot of the exact same gameplay over and over and over again. 4 has a lot more replayability compared to 3, but I mean, it's mainly just about what weapons you're going to use, and if you're going to play through a game that has different weapons, you might as well play 5, you know? Like, if you're going to play a game like this for the story, you might as well just play the one that has the best story and gameplay and slightly refined moves. Again, some of the moves in Dynasty Warriors 4 are better. Like, there are some hilarious things you can do with the little, like, charge attacks that change based on your element, and then do like ridiculous things, like the ult shock one that can just chain on millions of people and everyone just gets knocked to the ground. There's charm. You should play all the games. I'm not saying only play one, but if you're like me, maybe you have to pick one because you're in your 30s. You might as well play the one that is the most complete, and that is definitely 5. 5 is by far the most complete game out of the series. So that's just my call. But again, you do what you want to do. So we are pushing up over here. I don't remember if morale still boosts if you take out general enough units. I think that still happens in this game. I can't remember though. In the meantime, thank you all again for watching. I hope you all like this game. You know, if you all like it, this is a good game for people giving suggestions. So like if y'all have a preference of what character you want to see next, stuff like that, like I'm all ears. So like I hope people like this game. But again, I'm picking all the games and I'm trying to promote them all as awesome because I would love to play all these games. I just can't. I don't have time. So that's why I basically have time to play one a day the way I do it now. So like it's not a me not liking all these games. I like them all a great deal. I would just want to be able to still get my work done at my job and, you know, be a good husband. So I'm trying to not play only video games all day. That's not what I want to do. So, I will definitely I will most likely play all of the games that I have put in the little poll section at some point because they're all awesome. Even the ones that no one really commented on or seems to want to talk about, I still want to play through them because they're fun games. But that's just me. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this attack base. Attack bases are very easy to kill in this game. Not even a challenge. So now we'll move on up here. The whole left side of the map just got destroyed. We had, what? I think we had a couple of officers and generals all get defeated on that side. I think Zhao was fine, but there was Yang, and then there was a whole officer and general combo too. So we lost a lot of people. But again, if you're playing through this game for the first time, you're just going to go the direction that you're implied to go to, which is the side you spawn on. Like, you would just move forward and destroy everything that's in your path. So, like, yeah. So I'm just playing it. I'm 0-5 in it. Let's just call it that. We're 0-5 in it. Going back and playing this game the way you would play it if you had no idea what was going to happen if you started playing the game. You're brand new and you're just like, let's see what happens. You would do it like this, probably. Or you'd restart like I probably actually did and be like, no, I have to not lose any generals. But I'm like, if you're really going to try to figure out how this game works, like, you would expect the first round of the game to be Dynasty Warriors 4. Like, so what I loved about Dynasty Warriors 5 too is the thing they did that was so cool was you don't just have the easy Yellow Turban fight in this game. Even the Yellow Turban fight isn't easy. I think that's so awesome. They were like, Dynasty Warriors 2, Dynasty Warriors 3, and Dynasty Warriors 4, 95% of the generals start on the Battle of the Yellow Turban Rebellion or something with yellow turbans. This is a Yellow Turban level just like we've talked about, but it's actually a hard level, especially if you're playing through it with no items yet. Like, you're brand new to the game. This level's not easy. Like, you don't have a horse. Like, the first round of tornadoes is almost a guarantee to happen. Like, that would totally still happen. Like, how would you know? I mean, they ping it, but, like, you're so far away, and then you're like, wait, so am I supposed to just run through all the enemies, all the red, and get there myself? Like, that seems weird. It's like, people probably wouldn't do that. They would try to play it sort of legit, like in Dynasty Warriors 4 and 3, where you, like, actually are with your units, but, like, in 5, they basically are like, no, you can do it if you go off on your own. It just might be a little bit hard because this game is not easy like Dynasty Warriors 6. It still's you've got some work cut out for you if you fly solo, but you can do it. It's a little bit easier than 4, but not so easy that you just hate yourself and wish you didn't play the game like in later games. But again, they've all gotten better over as I've said before, I think 6 was a massive hiccup. 7 fixed most of 6, but not really, because they still had clone weapons kind of in that game. 8 is where it really gets good. So, like, I have 8. I plan on looking into 8 as well. If people want to see that, I can look into that as well. But it's great stuff. Very good stuff. So, but I want to see what people want to do. What games do people want to see me play? Which is why I do this. And again, as I've said before, please be subbed, because I like to see what my subscribers want. And if you're not subbed, I'll still value what you say. I love comments, and when people comment, I like to respond to them, especially given COVID being what it is that it's still a thing. If you don't have any connection with people, I'm happy to respond to comments. I like doing that. So, yeah. But it helps a lot to know who's subbed. It helps me know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So, again, that's just my hope, is that people will be subscribed. So I think I already said that at the beginning of the video, but we're wrapping it up near the end here. We basically saved Yuan Shao's force. His force was spread in a very stupid way. They split their forces in a way that would be very ill-advised. And given that he ironically says, "We don't need strategy, we're fine," and then his whole force gets obliterated on one side of the map, you know, he kind of blows it. Let's go ahead and just do a Muso and obliterate everything around Zhao Yun or Zhang Jiao here. This is when Dynasty Warriors 5 started to become AoE, but like still was grounded a little bit. The AoE-ness of the Muso range is awesome, and the true Musos are so phenomenal, but you're not unstoppable. Like, the characters still make you flinch. The enemy troops make you flinch. Later games, no, that doesn't happen. But in this game, still, it happens. And the generals actually do, like, combos. Look at this. He's actually doing freaking something. He's hitting me and doing damage. Sometimes in the later games, the characters just stand there like, "Oh, I'm supposed to hit you?" And I'm like, yes. You're supposed to swing at the enemy. Characters in this game still swing. A novel concept. Trying to defend their own lives a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll figure it out. They figured it out eventually with 8. 8's so much better. Unfortunately, 9 is an even further back step, seeing as how 8 fixed a lot of mistakes of the Dynasty Warriors series, and then 9 brought most, if not all of them back, and then some. So again, as you can tell on my channel, I hate Dynasty Warriors 9. When it came out, I tried to be really nice, but I was just brown-nosing, hoping that they would, like, be happy that I wasn't being mean, but I was like, yeah, this game sucks. It's the worst game in the series. Dynasty Warriors 9 is absolutely garbage. Nothing about Dynasty Warriors 9 is really redeeming at all. It's just completely unacceptable that they even thought that was a good idea and that they followed through with it and then made a bland open world and didn't go, "Ooh, we need to delay this like 2 years and just make it its own project. What are we doing?" This was a stupid, stupid idea. Because it was. But they didn't do that. So now we're left with a main staple series that has the worst gameplay and story and everything. So maybe someday they'll fix it. But I kind of doubt it. So I went back and played Dynasty Warriors 9. As you can tell on my channel, I have a couple of, if you're not new to the channel, as you can go back and rewatch all my videos where I just rail on Dynasty Warriors 9. So it's not a good game. It's not. And at least this game is better in every way. Very dramatic defeating of Zhang Jiao, so I'm curious. He definitely looked just dead.
You can't fool us with your childish tricks.
Well, we got him. I'm a little bit confused about that. Also, I love that they remastered, finally, the little victory poses. That one's way better than what Zhao Yun used to do. Just, they fixed everything.
Zhang Jiao. Without him, our next task is to build up our military and create a country worthy of its leader.
Wow, it really was the fire arrows. That is so funny. I was joking, and they actually gave me... They gave me the weapon. They gave me the thing I like totally was joking about. They gave me the fire arrows. It's so good. Anyway, okay. Well, we got Zhao Yun's second weapon, light, which is awesome, and then we have his heavy next weapon. So let's see here.
However, I know now that Yuan Shao is not a worthy master. Upon learning this, I have traveled across the land in search of my true master. When I happened to visit Gongsun Zan, I learned that Yuan Shao had formed an army to defeat Dong Zhuo. Dong Zhuo is a traitor to the Han. This is the perfect opportunity to bring an end to this chaos. I have gone to serve Gongsun Zan and join the allied army.
So you
Oh, here we go.
the one who drove off the yellow turbans. I was wondering where you went, but here you are serving Gongsun Zan. What a terrible talent.
Wow.
We are here now to to oust the tyrant Dong Zhuo.
I love that he even referenced it. Like, where'd you go? Well, okay, you're here now. I'm like, it's amazing.
Our target is Dong Zhuo. However, his officer Lu Bu will make a tough stand at the
Okay.
Royal Gate.
I don't think I'm gonna do this right now. I'm just kind of like introing the next part of the game.
This villain pretends to serve the Emperor, but only serves himself. He shall pay with his life. But everybody follow me, and we shall reclaim the capital. The Han must be returned to its former glory.
That's so cool. This game is so good. I'm so excited for this game too. It's so funny that literally he was like, "Where'd you go?" "Well, you're here with Gonsko Zan. What a waste." And I'm like, "Well, you were kind of a waste. I saved your whole force." Amazing. But yeah, I won't play through this level today. But if y'all are interested, give this video some love, give it some likes, give it some comments, get people to watch it. Click it a bunch of times, send things, I don't know. Because I'll play through this if this wins, for sure. So, but y'all are great. Thank y'all for watching. Just amazing game. I hope y'all like it. Peace.